Welcome back, everybody, to X Games 2022. Jack Matrani hanging out here at the CATF. As you can see behind me, the women are getting ready for Women's Skateboard Street. After that, we got the Men's Skateboard Park. But first, a brand new event where you're going to see the best street skaters in the world in their natural habitat, downtown San Diego, at an iconic rail where they're going for the best trick that they can possibly do, the hardest trick. They're battling it out for X Games medals in this new event. I can't wait to see it. This is X Games Real Street Best Trick.
In order for a trick to get respect, it needs to be in the streets. Spots where it wasn't designed for skateboarding.
These spots for skateboarders is like our environment. It's like our natural habitat.
Proximity, what skateboarders have access to it, and who starts doing what tricks start to kind of build a reputation for a spot. As that reputation gets built, it turns into a proving ground. The Brooklyn rail is a pretty perfect rail. It's big enough to get hurt on, and therefore the respect level gets stepped up a little bit.
When I was a kid, I remember watching the Brooklyn rail in videos, legendary San Diego spot. A lot of the Zero dudes hit it, Tommy Sandoval, John Alley. All of a sudden, people stopped skating the rail. We got knobbed in 2010. Skating's progressed a lot since then, so we're gonna see some crazy tricks go down on it.
I'm excited about the X Games Real Street event at the Brooklyn Rail. I've always wanted to skate it. Everybody wants to get their name in that history book, you know what I mean?
The rail's still legit. It's had a 10-year dry spell, and I can't wait to see what goes down.
It's so sick seeing these spots come back. I love that.
What's happening, everybody? Brandon Graham here with the voice of skateboarding, Gary Rogers, coming to you from the inaugural Real Street Best Trick Contest. Gary, I'm hyped for this. For the first time ever, X Games is actually hitting the streets, one of the most iconic spots in all of skateboarding, the Brooklyn Rail. For the last 10+ years, this thing's been out of commission. It's been knobbed. The school nice enough to de-knob it, allowing the skaters just for today to put it down here for X Games. Amazing opportunity to watch 10 of the best in the world, including Nyjah Huston and Yuto Horigome, put things down.
I'm about to like this. I'm really about to like this.
Dropping in now, making his X Games debut, Dominic Walker.
Ooh, going kick back overcook just as started.
Next up, our street silver medalist from last year, Daisuke Aikida.
Oh, he's actually going for the stairs. That's a little different than warm-ups. Everybody's kind of focusing on the rail.
So here's another X Games rookie, Blake Carpenter out of Florida. Making his 5th X Games appearance, dropping in now, Matt Berger. And you can already see, Gary, the pace of this thing.
Yeah.
Here's 2-time X Games gold medalist, Kelvin Hoffler. Deshaun Jordan, our gold medalist in street last year.
The truth. Really?
Next to drop in our best trick gold medalist from 2021, Jamie Foy.
Yes, it is. Getting it going with that fakie switch front feeble. That's actually, he hadn't tried one of those all day, so that was actually first try.
This 21-year-old just turned pro for Toy Machine. Do not take your eyes off the screen. Braden Hoban.
Wow, bro. Let's go.
Gary, I was going to say this comp was made for him, but we're just hitting the streets.
This comp is for anybody that's out here today. But Braden is nice.
100%.
Braden is nice.
Our gold medalist from X Games Chiba, Yuto Horigome. Simply put, he on one right now.
Oh, yeah. Yuto winning everything, so we're going to see. Oh, boy.
And, of course, anchoring this lineup, the most decorated man in the field, the chosen one, Nyjah Huston.
And that name is fitting. What?
Of course, Nyjah, we haven't seen at X Games. We're seeing him out here this weekend, which is great, but we hadn't seen him since 2019.
That's crazy just to think. a 3-year hiatus from Niger.
And we start up top again, Dominic Walker.
I really actually have always liked his trick selection for any spot he goes to.
Well, as you said, X Games rookie, but he's been in skateboarding for a long time. It's great to see him finally out here on the X Games stage. Here's Daisuke. Akito, hello.
Wow, hard flip. Second try down the set after maybe 10 ollies earlier today.
Daiki, 16 years old, our silver medalist from X Games Chiba just a few months ago. Blake Carpenter.
It's funny that Blake was kind of laughing at that one, but in like 5 minutes, you're going to see how real it can get, and he's going to start putting it down. Yo, skateboarding is going way too far. To want to do front blunt backside flip down a rail.
Are you surprised so far the pacing of this? They're moving very quick.
Oh yeah, no, they're getting it in. These are the guys that do this. You know, Kelvin's a little more in the contest circuit, but everybody else up there is really, this is what they do.
Here's Deshaun.
A lot would, actually.
We'll see this drop. Woo! Obviously, Blake Carpenter, Braden, and by the way, if you can hear that plane, we're actually in the flight path here at this particular skate spot.
We are sitting in the playground.
To make it very clear, we are not in an arena.
This is real streets.
Here's Jamie Foy.
Oh, nah.
But what I was saying, Gary, is we see a lot of these guys at X Games. We see them out on the course that's built for this contest. Yeah. How often do these guys get to skate together at a spot that aren't on the same team?
I know. Well, you think about like Deshaun, Jamie, they're closer to, you know, in the Valley area, so they go to street spots together. But you got Braden, who's down in SD, who now he's at a street spot with boys that he would never really try to get these tricks off with. Oh, man. Yuto did that trick on a really tech rail. So this is not that. This is a bigger situation.
And again, if you're just joining us, as we said, this spot got so much play, video parts, particularly from Zero videos in the early mid-2000s, Toy Machine, of course, but then for the last 10, 15 years, it's been somewhat dormant because of the skate stoppers.
Yeah, and then you had a couple guys trying the tricks that you can do with the skate stoppers, which really doesn't show.
Clive Dixon's real part comes to mind.
Exactly. So it's like when you see it now that it's free, what could have happened with what's going on with skateboard? Because this was one of those, let's do the hardest tech trick we can at this rail type of rails. Like kick for back lips for like, whoa, in the living room when you pop the DVD in. And now you got the Blake Carpenter thing about switch big flip front boarding hit.
But what I think about X Games was so good with the Real Street video contest that we did for years and years, because we got to see skaters that we don't necessarily see in contests married with skateboarders that you do see out hitting the streets.
Super good idea.
And now we're bringing that in real time to an actual contest where we will be giving away a gold, a silver, and a bronze medal.
Yeah. Now, the Real Street is very entertaining. A lot of people are like putting their toughest stuff in to try to win that too. So, like, imagine getting your part played on national television.
Correct. There's Kelvin.
Instead of just YouTube without getting your music cleared.
Now, when the practice session started before we went on air, it was getting pretty heavy. Are you surprised right now with the amount of bails we're seeing so far?
My thing is, yeah, but then look at the amount of, like, the level of tricks we're seeing now. A lot of guys are doing, like, flick 50s and kick from front boards just to get their legs right, which is crazy that that's their warm-up now. But now that you see Deshaun trying to laser flip back lip, he better fall. He better not do that first try. I mean, I want him to get it as soon as possible. But look at Jamie. He popped out of the rail. He popped out. I want you guys to know that he just did a fakie, switch front crook.
Here's Braden. Braden, as we said, just went pro for Toy Machine.
Ooh. Is Yuto thinking maybe to turn that to switch front feeble? Going nollie backside 180 switch front feeble?
You see that eye of the tiger right now in Nyjah. Now, Nyjah obviously is well-versed in rails. We know that. We know the best trick format. But looking now at this, it's just a one single banger obstacle. There's nothing else. There's no other runs or anything like that just for this contest. It's interesting to see Nyjah's approach here today because he wins everything else that he does.
Exactly. He's really been favoring that switch heel crook too.
Yeah.
It ain't favored him back today, but like he's already getting mad at it, but he's been doing it, and that trick is absolutely insane.
And if you're watching this right now and you're not a skateboarder and you're just sitting on your couch and you just happen to see that the X Games are on and you're watching this going, this seems kind of low budget. It's like, how do we explain to you right now? This is
It's a historical moment.
This is skateboarding at its very core.
This is being able to get the permits for your favorite street spot.
Right.
Oh!
Wow.
What?
Matt Berger!
What? Yes, boy! Come on now. Come on now. What you talking about? Let him know, boy. Hey, he hit where you're not supposed to hit earlier and then still got the trick.
Wow.
Hey, yo.
There's Kelvin Hoffler.
Bro, he just from a backside flipped off of.
Man, we've seen Kelvin at X Games rip his shirt off on the course.
Yeah.
He should at least de-layer, like one layer.
100%. Also,
It's
I
warm today.
want to give back to Matt real quick. I don't really take too much time, but you're seeing a lot of flip into rails nowadays.
Correct.
You're not seeing flip out of
Out.
handrails, so that was absolutely insane.
Well, and
Like, I was like,
to your point, I think part of what makes the Brooklyn rail so special is it came at a time when skateboarding was just starting to flip
Yeah.
into rail
Yeah,
tricks. You
that's
didn't
so
see that.
So
And it really wasn't until this spot gained notoriety. So here's Braden Hoban.
bro, was he in switch front crook? Or just super blunt?
By the way, Braden couldn't miss in practice earlier.
He could not. Braden's something special. He gives me that 2017 Jamie Foy feel. And not to try to do comparison because
Sure.
he's full-on skater, but he's given that full feel of where did he come from this good at skateboarding. Yuto following on Nollie back 180 switch front feeble. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Well, we're midway through here in our Real Street Best Trick contest, and Berger really kind of so far I think is the early MVP.
Oh yeah.
But that's the beauty of this jam format.
And the tricks that people want to do. So.
Absolutely. We'll be right back here after this.
In order for a trick to get respect, it needs to be in the streets. Spots or it wasn't designed for skateboarding. Proximity, what skateboarders have access to it, and who starts doing what tricks start to kind of build a reputation for a spot. It turns into a proving ground.
I'm excited about the X Games Real Street event at the Brooklyn Rail. I've always wanted to skate it.
The Brooklyn Rail had a 10-year dry spell, and I can't wait to see what goes down.
It's so sick seeing these spots come back.
Welcome back to X Games. We're in the midst of our first ever Real Street Best Trick contest here at the infamous Brooklyn Rail in San Diego. And Gary, we're in the final few minutes, that last stretch here for this contest. So far, I like what I see, but you can see the pressure mounting.
Oh yeah, it's starting to feel real in their feet, back, and neck. They are actually feeling real pressure.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of hammers so far right now. I think Matt Berger kind of leading the way right now, but anything can change here on these last few attempts.
100%.
So here's Dominic Walker still in search of that first make out here today on the Brooklyn Rail.
Ooh, it's time to turn up. It's time to get real. Come on now.
That'll be the question.
It's time to turn up. Dominic's been able to kick the back over for like 10 years now. Ooh!
Oh, and Daiki close. Yeah, Gary, let's take another look at this.
He just didn't get the front board fully when he was coming out. Probably landed a little to the side, pushed him over.
Here's Blake Carpenter. The one guy that I think when the pressure's on and you say, hey, 5 minutes or 1 run left, 2 runs left, who does that favor? The guy anchoring this entire lineup who hasn't landed a run yet, Nigel Houston.
Of course.
Does he save his best for
As
last?
soon as it starts like swindling and dwindling down, he's going to do something.
Now here's Matt Berger, who so far, Gary, has definitely had the trick of the day.
Oh, man. That front blunt. The front blunt backside flip was incredible.
Don't forget, by the way,
flip
Matt, a silver medal in Real Street last year.
Wow. Oh, yeah. He did have that really good part, too.
So here's Kelvin Hoffler, trying to add to his X Games medal count.
Full cab back lip. Going cab back lip on that one.
Deshaun. Here's Jamie Foy.
Yeah, Jamie.
There we go.
Cab back Smith. Coming through, rolling up backwards, turning, dropping it back Smith grind. Doing it with absolute ease. For real, for real.
Look at this. Braden.
Oh, no! Holben. Kick flip front blunt, snapping his board. Probably walking out to get another one.
Yuto.
Nollie back 180, switch front feeble. Doesn't care, hasn't smiled, didn't look at anybody. I'm just watching his reaction.
There we go.
There's a smile.
There he goes.
There you go.
He's on a playground. How can he not smile?
Are you happy at all? He said no. I love him.
Nigel Houston.
Try to put that on the rail like an inch away. Shot full of the staff. People that all make this come together today.
Yeah, again, I can't reiterate it enough. It's just really special to see X Games and this school be able to come together and make today happen.
Something that did not have to happen, just people actually seeing for what it is and giving us the opportunity to pop out as beasts.
And again, if you're just joining us, this Brooklyn Rail,
I would have said no.
Had skate stoppers on it for the better part of 15 years.
Yes, sir!
Daiki Aikita.
Bigger flip front board.
Wow.
16-year-old.
We talked about no one was closer The youngest skater in our field.
Oh, Blake. Oh.
Blake Carpenter in his X Games debut.
Oh, Blake! Rick!
He wants to get up there, back up there. Look at this. Gary.
Switch big flip front board, but that could have been it. Yeah, they did. Yo, stop it. He's limping about to do this.
Kelvin Hoffler.
For somebody that has cabs like on lock, he hasn't seemed like he got a good one all day. So I think that crack for whoever he pops technically on rails is really getting in his head.
Deshaun Jordan.
Oh! Sean!
The Chandler AZ
Let's go,
native
King!
climbing this stair set right away.
On for Chandler with that one for real. Caught it in everything, turned his body away, got on the rail right at that good point and sliding it just enough. Game over, stop it. Take the camera somewhere else. We're done.
Jamie Foy, our best trick gold medalist from last summer, trying to add a real street gold.
Going fakey flip switch from board. Actually putting it onto the rail. Oh, yeah, That's the Jamie I got it run right there. That's the Foy I got it run.
But that's the beauty of skateboarding.
You heard T-Pain.
2 attempts ago, he was like, I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it.
I'm scared.
Now he's hustling.
I'm scared.
Because he wants to get one more in. Here's Braden Hoban.
He's going to do it. Oh, swag it there. Swag it with the leg. Put the knee, bend the knee up. Land and roll the weight. Do your thing.
Braden Hoban.
Make it happen. It's yours. We knew it. Hey, it's yours. Appreciate you, Braden.
That's as if you literally just went on to xgames.com and saw a real street part, like right there.
Young man. Young man, young man.
Braden has entered the chat. Oh my.
Man.
The physical grueling just aspect of this, of putting your body on the line for that one trick on this one feature, and then also the psychological toll, the mental aspect of it all. It's happening in real time here.
Yeah, it is. And it's on a time. Like,
right, and yes, and it is time.
A certain amount of time to do this to yourself. Turn up. That was the exact angle it looked like.
Here's Dominic Walker.
Oh, fully grinded that one.
Close, Gary Rogers.
He fully grinded that one.
I hope this contest never ends.
Me too, bro. I'm down to watch this all day.
Well, and again, as we see Daiki, I think part of the beauty of this event in this format and this spot is it's truly showing the human side of guys that don't always seem human, a la Nyjah and Yuto.
Yeah.
I have been told officially this is the last round here today.
Oh. So good.
Here is Kelvin Hoffler's last attempt.
Yep. Oh, he did want to go to fakie. That changes a lot. How do you turn then pinch? Like, I don't get stuff like that.
All right, here's Deshaun Jordan.
Ooh. That flick was a lot slower than the one previously.
So Deshaun seemingly disappointed in his previous attempt. Jamie Foy, can he put this together on his final attempt? Just skate away. Just skate away. Into the tunnel. Into the tunnel.
Go into the light. Go into the light. Just keep going. Push away. Don't come back and high-five nobody.
Deerfield
Look at
Beach,
this.
Florida.
Look at
Stand
this.
up. You love to see it. What an ender for Jamie
That
Foy.
was nuts.
Wow. Remember, Jamie won our best trick contest last summer.
Yeah, he did.
Now, different format at CATF.
Yeah, it's going. Yeah.
However, the concept of that single banger, that's familiar territory for him.
What is he about to do?
Braden Hoban.
Let me get a kick for front
Yep.
lip. Let me just get a kick for front lip real quick.
Let me just get a land.
Let me just do that. Let me just.
Let me end on a high note.
Let
me feel good about
That's
what I
how I'm
just
gonna
did.
do my day.
Yeah.
That's how
Utah.
you treated it. But what does he got?
Utah Horigome.
Turn up. And that's how it's done. That's how it's done. The shot clock goes off. You throw it in the air, and it goes in.
EKG.
I was about to curse.
We need a
I was
pulse
about to
check.
curse.
I need a pulse check.
Bro,
Oh,
I hate him. He waited to the end. He knew he could have did it. He let everybody land their stuff, feel all good. Ooh.
so like he knew.
He did,
He
bro.
knew he knew that when they said last attempt.
The
he
way
said,
you're
"Oh, okay."
turning like that is, I'm talking about, like, he did the nollie 180 switch from people, so he's going beyond blind, an
Wow.
extra
Hold on.
degrees.
Okay.
I can't help
Don't
it.
let him celebrate yet, because
know.
here is the most decorated man in this field on his final attempt. Nigel Houston, there you see. Obviously frustrated that he couldn't put one down, but has to acknowledge what he just saw. So many of these guys truly saved their best for last. Were able to get it down, as you said, at the buzzer beater.
I can't believe it. I just watched it under 40 and under the time that we had.
So Gary, this Brooklyn Rail, as we said, such a historical spot in skateboarding, and for us to come here today, put on a best trick contest. And again, today could not happen without the school stepping up and allowing us to do this. So we are eternally grateful to this elementary school for letting us take off the skate stoppers and put down a once-in-a-lifetime event.
And the things that went down, the judges about to be in the room thinking.
When we return, the judges will have their decision, and Jack Matrani will be crowning.
What an amazing event that was. I'm a huge fan of that event. And now we have our head judge, Jason. How hard was it to judge that event? I mean, basically, you're judging a skateboard video part right there.
Yeah, it's a real streets part. There's no cracks. I mean, there's no smooth ground. It's asphalt. It's benches are in the way. It's not a perfect place, so it's difficult to watch all those good tricks go down and try to narrow it down to 3.
Well, let's see who got the bronze medal here. I'm really excited to see and hear more about your decision process on went down. So here we go.
Matt Berger set it off with the hardest trick in the beginning, the front blunt kickflip fakie. Perfectly done, as good as you could do it. Board didn't hit the ground before he landed. He did everything right. That's absolutely textbook.
To flip out of that rail, to kick flip your board.
So hard.
Unbelievable. And your silver medalist for Real Street Best Trick, Jamie Foy.
Fakie flip, switch front board. I honestly don't think I've ever seen it done on a real street big rail like that. I've seen it done in some parks. That is too hard.
Congratulations, Jamie Foy. I mean, he's just becoming the real best, or the best trick master, man.
All he does is win medals.
But with process elimination, I think I know who is taking home the gold. If Berger got 3rd, Jamie got 2nd. Ladies and gentlemen, your gold medalist for X Games Real Street, Yuto Horigome.
Nollie back 270 to no slide. He's the only one that does this trick. You're blind all the way to the rail until you see it at the last second. It's almost an impossible trick.
Nige just fired up about it. I mean, it was so cool to watch this event and just see them in their natural environment in the streets, where you only see it in skate video parts, but you get to see how hard it is to actually land those tricks.
You could see how hyped everyone was.
Yep.
They knew once they saw it.
That was incredible. And we got